I think it's always important in any innovation one's going to do is take a step back and understand the problem that you're solving for. Because once you understand the problem and why the problem exists, it's way easier to come up with a solution. So if waste was invented in the 1950s, well, what was life like before that? And you have the iconic example of the milkman, but not just milk, motor oil, perfume, everything came in these type of models. And what's interesting and sort of unintuitive is who owned the package. Because in this model, the package is an asset to the manufacturer. So the manufacturer, because the word sustainability didn't exist in his time, were financially, in fact, selfishly motivated to make that package last as long and be as durable as possible, which is why we can still find these in flea markets today. Then, this happened in the 1950s, and there's a weird thing that went unnoticed. Packaging moved from being property of the manufacturer to being property of the consumer. So I see you have a coffee cup on your table there. I presume you bought that coffee or you were given the coffee, but you want the coffee, but you also own the cup. That's your property. So are you going to cherish that for many years to come and so on? No. And this is the issue. Why should we own something we don't want to own? 99% of the goods we buy fall into the paradigm of that coffee cup, which is we own it for a really short period of time and we don't really want to. And it gets even worse because then the package becomes a cost of good to the manufacturer, and what's the goal of any cost? Lower it. So Pepsi, who's one of the founding partners in Loop, this is their packaging trend from when they began to where they're trending, from refillable bottles to pouches. Now the benefit of this trend is undeniably the pouch is way cheaper than the glass bottle, significantly so. So it democratizes the product, that's a wonderful thing. And it's also less material use, which is also very important because it's way more sustainable in its creation. But what are the unintended negatives? There's two, really. The blue line, or the line you see here, is the actual rate of recycling for each of these pack forms in the US today, and it crashes down. And the reason it does, while they're all technically recyclable, is there's progressively less value for garbage companies to bother collecting. Remember, recycling is about urban mining, it's not about doing the right thing. Once you get to a pouch, that would be negative economics for a waste management company to collect and recycle.